Today I'm going to give you the 5 best neighborhoods for military families. The things that we'll cover is how close it is to the base, shopping, entertainment, restaurants, what are the price ranges of some of these homes, and what are the local public schools. If you are about to PCS through Fort Liberty, Fort Bragg area, this video is for you. If you're thinking of buying, selling, or investing in Fayetteville surrounding areas, please reach out to me. The team and I would love to help you. We get phone calls, emails, and text messages every day from folks just like you.
After which you stop taking my calls, my texts, emails.
So the first area we're going to talk about is going to be Haymount. Now, Haymount is right in the heart of Fayetteville, and it's close to everything, and that's probably its biggest appeal to everybody. You're literally 5 minutes away from downtown. You could possibly walk to downtown, depending where in Haymount you're going to live. If you're going to walk downtown, definitely catch a Woodpeckers game. Check out our local breweries, restaurants that are downtown, our special ops museum, and if you got time, catch a local ghost tour. And if you're wanting to head to Cross Creek Mall, it's only about a 10-12 minute drive to the mall and to the IMAX movie theater. Now the homes in Haymount are definitely a little older, and it's an older community. So you've got a lot of mature trees around, and the homes there are, some are built in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. They've got some newer homes in there, but for the most part, the homes are a little older. But most of these homes have been renovated and they look fantastic now. So definitely, if you're looking for that older home, but with a little bit of modern style to it, Haymount's going to be your area.
Older new!
Now, homes in the Haymount area are typically between about $205,000 up to $1 million. And that's a big range there. So, but definitely, with these older homes, some of them could be historic. So if you're looking for the Haymount area, definitely get with a local realtor, myself, or our team, and we can definitely help you find something in the Haymount area that I think you would enjoy. Now, the local high school for the Haymount area is going to be Terry Sanford High School. Now, the elementary and the middle schools could vary because Haymount's, I know I said neighborhood beginning of the video, but Haymount's more of a area of downtown Fayetteville or near downtown Fayetteville. So it could be Max Abbott Middle School that your children go to, but there are about 4 or 5 different elementary schools in that area. Definitely check out this website here called ncreportguys.com, where they get more in depth of, you can put in your address and it'll tell you what schools your child may be going to. And your commute to Fort Liberty, Fort Bragg is probably about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on what side of Fort Bragg you live on. If you live on, if you work on the north side, it's going to be probably a little farther compared to the south side. Another reason people like living in the Haymount area is you're close to Harris Teeter and Publix. Now, we only have 2 Harris Teeters in town. The other one is near the Jackpot area, and I'll talk about that neighborhood, over there in just a second. And we've also got Publix, which is the only Publix we have in the Fayetteville surrounding areas. And you're literally maybe a 4 to 5 minute drive to Publix and Harris Teeter on Rayford Road. We've also got 2 colleges here in Fayetteville. We've got Fayetteville State University. We've also got Methodist College, which is on Ram Street. Then we've got Fayetteville Tech Community College, which is right in the heart of Haymount. So you're literally maybe a 2 to 3 minute drive there. And actually, you could walk there, depending on it's right next to a neighborhood in Haymount. So definitely, if you're looking, if you are looking to go to Fayetteville Tech, you could be in walking distance of Fayetteville Tech Community College. The next neighborhood I talk about is going to be Birch Creek, which is more the southwest side of Fayetteville. Birch Creek is a huge neighborhood and very nice looking homes, as you see by the video here. Some of these homes were built in the 80s and 90s. Some newer homes you get farther back in the neighborhood, but for the most part, most of them are built in the 80s and 90s, maybe, early 2000s. So in Birch Creek, the average price home there starts around $280,000 up to $450,000. The local public schools are going to be Jack Brett High School, John Griffin Middle School, and Melvin Honeycutt for the elementary school. And there are no HOAs in this neighborhood, so if that's something you're looking for, definitely check out Birch Creek. Now, even though Birch Creek is in Fayetteville, it's right at the butts up right to Hope Mill. So you kind of got the best of both worlds. You're really close to the heart of Fayetteville where, everything's more at, like the mall, IMAX movie theaters, and restaurants. Then you're not far from Hope Mills where there's, movie theaters also, entertainment, and some other restaurants. So you're actually closer to Hope Mills, where if you're looking to catch a movie real quick, than you are to Fayetteville. You're probably about a good 7-minute drive to Millstone Movie Theater, which is in Hope Mills, which Putt-Putt's there, and you got some restaurants over there also. And I know we were just talking about grocery stores a few minutes ago. You're literally about 5 to 6 minutes away from the Harris Theater on Stony Point Road. There's also a food line over there on Stony Point Road also, so you're very close to the grocery stores that are in Fayetteville, but right I said, bus up right to Hope Mills.
Drive's not that bad.
Now, if you're looking to drive into the heart of Fayetteville and go to the mall, it's about a 22-minute drive to the IMAX movie theater, to Cross Creek Mall, and your commute to Fort Liberty, Fort Bragg is probably going to be about 20 to 25 minutes. Next neighborhood to talk about is going to be Kings Grant. Now, Kings Grant is on the northwest side of Fayetteville, right off Ramsey Street. Now, Kings Grant is a very nice neighborhood and very established. They've got a golf course that's part of their HOAs, I believe. So the HOAs range from $130 a year to up to $450 a year. Not sure why there's so much different price range in the HOAs. I think some people are grandfathered in to the HOAs, and that's the only thing I can think of. Now, they do have some condos out there also, and I think the condos are ranging between $130 a year. So maybe the condos have a little less amenities than living in a house in the neighborhood. Now, I did mention they do have a golf course there. It's 18 holes. I'm not sure if that is part of the HOA fees or if it's not. I don't believe it is, but things have changed recently, so they could now be part of it. Definitely more something we'd have to look into. Now, if you're looking to drive to base, it's about a 60-minute drive to Fort Liberty, Fort Bragg. And if you're looking to head to the mall and to the movie theater, you're probably looking at about a 22-minute drive. There's a Walmart right down the street, so you're about a good 7 to 8 minutes away from the Walmart, and the food line's the opposite way, which is probably about a good 5-minute drive. Now, a lot of people like living out here in Kings Grant because it is so close to the base. With only 16-minute commute, depending if you're working the north side of Fort Liberty, Fort Bragg, is definitely an ideal place for a lot of people to live. Now, Ramsey Street does get congested, and that's what Kings Grant runs off of. But with 295 being built and in use, it's kind of freed up traffic a little bit more. So definitely it's not too congested. It is 5 lanes out there. So it's getting a little better. And I think with 295 opening up, it's definitely freed up a lot of the traffic out there.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Now, the price range in Kings Grant ranges from $275,000 up to $650,000. And I've seen some houses there that are even more expensive than $650,000, but that's what the price range normally what we're seeing. And that includes condos also, which are on Bubble Creek. Another good thing about Kings Grant is you're very close to the local zip line. A lot of people like going to the zip line where you are zipping right over the Cape Fear River. And they've also got the Cape Fear River Trail, which is close by, right off Ramsey Street. You're maybe literally 7-8 minute drive there. And the Cape Fear River Trail is very nice, very, great walking trail, bike trail, run trail. It is 4 miles one way. A lot of people get on there and they realize it's 4 miles one way, and they come back and they wonder where the car's at because they think it's a circle. It's not a circle.
It's a circle.
It's one way, so remember that if you head out that way. And the local schools for the kids are going to be Howard Hall Elementary. Then you've got Pine Forest Middle, and you've got Pine Forest High School. And if I've not mentioned earlier, you can definitely check out all these schools on the website, ncreportcards.com, where they actually give ratings of this local schools. So you can definitely check those out. As a realtor, I'm not allowed to give my opinion about local schools due to Fair Housing Act, but definitely I can provide data for you. You can also check out another website called greatschools.org. I'll link both of those down below and in the description below. So definitely you can check them out and put an address in and see what local schools are going to be for your child, even if it's not one of these neighborhoods that you're thinking I'm moving to. Next thing we're going to talk about is going to be Timberlake and Timberlake at Southamptons. Now, they're one neighborhood that are connected together. They just happen to give them 2 different names because Southampton's a little newer than Timberlake is, but it's all connected in one. Now, Timberlake is located right in the heart of Hope Mills, and the local schools there are going to be Southview High School, Then you're looking at Hope Mills Middle School, and you're looking at also at C. Wayne Collar Elementary School. So the price ranges in here range from $220,000 to up to $350,000. So it's not a bad price range, and that's what most families are loving about this neighborhood, because it's a little cheaper than the other ones I've mentioned, and it's in a great location. I believe it is. I know I'm a little biased to Hope Mills because I live in Hope Mills, but I think it's a great location. You're literally 2 or 3 minutes away from Millstone Movie Theater, restaurants. The Harris Theater I mentioned, that's actually in near Birch Creek in Jack Brett High School, was just down the street. It's literally 5, 7 minutes away. And you're in Hope Mills, but you butt up right with Fayetteville on the Jack Brett side. So it's great. You get to go to Harris Teeter and things like that if you want to go there. It's a higher price grocery store than Food Line and stuff like that, but definitely worth the money. So if that's more of what you're wanting to go to. And living in Hope Mills, you've got amenities like Hope Mills Lake. You've got great things like Surge Park for the kids, trampoline park. You got putt-putt golf and games. You got the stop button. You've also got the Hope Mills Park, which has a walking trail, which is about 2 miles long, I believe. And they got basketball courts out there. They got baseball fields out there, a little playground area for the kids. So definitely, you can head out there, and it's right next to our newly built Hope Mills Police Department and Fire Department. So our new public safety area was just completed just a few months ago, and it's all right next to the park. So definitely you can feel safe walking out there day or night, and definitely not far from help if you need it from the fire department or the police department.
In between the fire and the police.
Like I said, you're very close to Millstone Movie Theater, which is in Hope Mills, about 5 minutes away. But if you're wanting to catch a movie at the IMAX and head into Fayetteville, you're probably looking at about a 22-minute drive. If you're looking to head into Base, you're probably looking at about a 20 to 25-minute drive to Fort Liberty, Fort Bragg. And another great thing, there are no HOAs in the Timberlake or Southampton at Timberlake neighborhood. Now the next area to talk about is going to be Grays Creek, which is more of the southwest side of Fayetteville. Grays Creek's a little weird. It's more of a community. It's kind of attached to Hope Mills. There's some parts of Grays Creek that's in Hope Mills, and then there's other parts that are actually Fayetteville. It's kind of weird. Can't explain it, but as you see on the map here, this is where Grays Creek is at. Now, like I said, Grays Creek is more of a community, and it's very rural out there. You've got several neighborhoods that they're building up out there. Most of the homes in Grays Creek are probably going to be around the year 2000, maybe some 90s and 80s, but typically the newer ones are going to be from 2000 on up. Some of the neighborhoods are going to be Cypress Point, Roslyn Farms, The Meadows at Roslyn Farms, Braxton Village, Cypress Lakes Village, Creekwood Farms, and that's just to name a few. There's definitely some more neighborhoods out there. It's just too many to name, and they've also are building newer neighborhoods out there. So definitely, if you're looking for new construction and you want to be in a rural area, Grays Creek is the place to be. Are you thinking of relocating to the Fayetteville surrounding areas, or are you about to PCS to Fort Liberty? Well, I've got just the thing for you. The team and I have actually taken time to create the ultimate relocation guide, which is meant to save you hours of research, and I've linked it down below in the description. And the best part of this guide is 100% free. Yes, you heard me right, free. Just click the link in the description or the top pinned comment. I hope this helps you, and please reach out if you have any questions. Now, the price range out here in Grays Creek ranges from $145,000 up to $750,000. So it's a very broad range, but of course I'm talking about Grays Creek as a whole community. Each neighborhood individually is going to be different. Definitely, if you want to know which neighborhood price range is, reach out to me. Be happy to help you and establish that better for you. Now, so the homes out here in Grays Creek are also going to be a little bit cheaper just because it's a rural area than living right in like the Haymount area, which we mentioned earlier, or even Kings Grant, just because it's more rural. You're probably looking about a 32-minute drive to Base, so it's a little bit of a drive to Fort Bragg, Fort Liberty, depending on what you think is kind of a drive. If you're looking to head to the mall or catch an IMAX movie, you're probably looking at about a 22-minute drive, and you're probably looking at about a 10-minute drive right into the heart of Hope Mills. So not too far from Hope Mills, where you got the Hope Mills Lake and Surge Park, like I mentioned earlier, and putt-putt and things like that. So very close to Hope Mills, but far enough to where you're in a rural area if that's what you're wanting. A lot of people like living out here also because you're so close to I-95. So if you're looking to go, if you travel a lot or you're thinking about traveling a lot, heading north or heading south, you're right next to I-95. You can be there in like 5 to 7 minutes probably and be on your way if you want to head north or south. And speaking of traveling, if you definitely want to head to the beach, the Wilmington is only about an hour and 30 minutes away from Grays Creek. So definitely a lot closer than being from Fayetteville, which could be almost a 2-hour drive, depending on where in Fayetteville you're going to live. And you're not far from our local airport, which is from Grays Creek. You're probably looking about a 10, 15-minute drive to the airport. Even though it's a rural area, there's definitely still some grocery stores nearby. You got a couple food lines out there. You've also got the Super Walmart, which is close by, right off 301 Gillespie Street. Now, with it being a rural area, there's not much to do out there, but there is the Cypress Lakes Golf Course. So definitely, if you're a golfer, you'll be near a golf course. And you've also got the Gallsberry Corn Maze, which is great for the little kids. But you're not far from Home Mills either. So if you want to head into town and see what they have going on that night, catch a movie, restaurant, things like that, you're not too far away. If you enjoyed this video, please check this video right here where I talk about some neighborhoods more in depth in the Hope Mills area. And if you're thinking of buying, selling, or investing in the Fayetteville surrounding areas, please reach out to the team and I. We would love to help you. See you guys in the next video.